everybody just daydreamed and fantasize about how they're so good friends and they have so much love for each other and they'll never let this happen to such and such and they always got such and such back. But behind closed doors, them motherfuckers like Mike Tyson and Evander Holyfield, he's not gonna back down. That's the type of demeanor that I got from Bernie Mac. And cancel culture would have been on his ass. I know they would have. Like the shit that comedians were saying back then definitely would not fly in today's world. I promise you. Especially the him downstairs joke. Come on, son. Him downstairs. I said, who the fuck is him? I'm gonna walk your little sussy ass on upstairs. She gonna walk her little bow-legged ass.
When I tell you one.
What it is, what it do, YouTube. Welcome back to another reaction video from your boy Shy J, man. Hey, man, shout out to all the new subscribers, dog, bro. We growing like crazy, man. 355 subscribers in the past 4 days. Shout out to y'all, man. Welcome to the squad. Welcome to the family, man. I'm glad y'all subscribe. I'm glad y'all found something that y'all like. But for those of you who are watching this video and have not subscribed, make sure you hit that subscribe button, man. We going up this year, man. We going up for sure. Also, if you like what you see, make sure you hit that like button and leave a comment down below. And I appreciate all the people that commented on my DDG video revealing that him and Hallie had a kid. I appreciate y'all, man. I got hella emotional. I wasn't expecting to get emotional. Like, I ain't ever cried on camera, bro. That shit was like low-key embarrassing to me, but I appreciate everybody that commented on that video. If you haven't checked that video out, make sure you check it out. But yeah, man, we back at it again with the Katt Williams situation, dog. Steve Harvey has responded, and believe it or not, this is the response that I had been waiting for. This is the absolute response that I had been waiting for, because Katt Williams has said some shit. I'm a big fan of Steve Harvey. I'm a big fan of his motivation, his motivational speeches, because it's got me through some times, and honestly, it still keeps me going. I still, like, from time to time, listen to his motivational speeches and his story, his backstory. That shit inspired me so much. But Katt Williams said it was a lie. Katt Williams said that Steve Harvey stole his story and made it his own, put his own little spin on it. I ain't gonna lie to you, that hurt me a little bit. It hurt me a little bit. But we're gonna check out and see what Steve responded. I'm sorry for the long intro. We ain't gonna do too much talking because we damn sure done enough. So let's go ahead and get to the video, man.
So the moment that everybody has been waiting for has finally been addressed. We all been waiting to see and hear what Steve Harvey had to say in response to what Katt Williams said. This is Steve Harvey, of course, on the Club Shay Shay podcast with Shannon Sharp. And in today's video, we're going to take a listen to what Steve Harvey had to say in response. And again, Katt Williams continues to have these guys shook in their boots, because what are they not saying? They're not stating any points or proof that Katt Williams is lying, because we all know that Katt Williams was stating that Steve Harvey was stealing other people's jokes, and Bernie Mac was the one warning these people not to steal other comedians' jokes as well too. And then also D.L. Hughley will take a look at his reaction, because he reacted to the interview as well. And also stay tuned, because Ed Lover spoke out about the statement where Katt Williams was stating that Steve Harvey was hating on Bernie Mac. And Ed Lover actually confirms it in this audio clip that I...
Who the fuck is Ed Lover? I don't know him. But oh shit, I bit my lip. What the fuck? How the fuck I bite my lip? But I've always heard that Steve Harvey hated on Bernie Mac. That's always one thing that I've always heard. And I also heard that he hated on Richard Pryor also. But I could see why he hated on Bernie Mac, because Bernie Mac was fucking hilarious. And he used to always say that, like, he didn't come out and say that he hated on Bernie Mac per se, like as if he hated the fact that he was better than him. He said he just hated the fact that he had to go after Bernie Mac, is what he used to say. You know what I'm saying? He used to beat around the bush with it. You know what I'm saying? In other words, saying that he was hating at the fact that Bernie Mac was funnier than him. You know what I'm saying? I mean, that's a nice way of putting that I'm a hater. But that's what he always used to say. But people used to say they hated each other.
For that, we're not going to waste no more time. If you guys don't mind dropping a like on the video, that would be highly appreciated. And feel free to subscribe to the channel, and also feel free to share this video out and comment your guys' opinions and thoughts. I want to hear what you guys have to say. I love when you engage. But go ahead and take a listen, and then I'll come back to you guys.
Make sure y'all leave a comment on mine too, man.
Hold it, Tommy. So you a comedian, you a radio host.
Uh-oh.
Yes. And now you got a game show? I'm finna go on Shannon Sharp show and accuse you of stealing my whole damn career. I thought you supposed to go on there and enlighten people.
So not only did he say that, which he kind of said a whole bunch of nothing, he also went on Twitter as well today, and he tweeted this out. It says, "You don't have to address your haters 100. And
I hate when old people try to. I really hate when old people try to sound young. You don't have to address your haters 100. Come on, bro. We know your son wrote this.
I noticed these guys are very quiet. They're not saying Katt Williams is lying. They don't have anything to say, which just shows the proof and the truth on what Katt Williams was speaking. Now, some of the fans have commented on the Twitter in response to that tweet he made. One person, the father of light, said, "The Katt effect." And then another person, Christina, said, "I think this is addressing them, Steve. LOL.
Facts.
Now, DL Hughley definitely was responding back to some of his fans on Twitter. And you can tell he's getting a laugh out of this because, as you see, one fan stated and said, "DL said he talking about them N-words and not me." Laughing emoji.
Is that the real DL though?
Then he responded.
I mean, it says the real DL Hughley, but you know, motherfuckers be weird.
Laughing. And then also as well, this person said, "At real DL Hughley. So, any Katt news? Ain't no way the great DL Hughley ain't got nothing to say. Not nothing. Not even Katt said what he said. I'm just jabbing, bro." And he responded back by laughing at that tweet as well too. Now I want you guys to take a listen to what Ed Lover said, because Ed Lover pretty much confirmed that Steve Harvey has been hating on Bernie Mac, and pretty much just confirms what Katt Williams was saying was true. So just more proof and evidence. So go ahead and take a listen to this, and then I'll come back to you guys and we'll close the video out. Take a listen.
And then he goes on to say that after he was supposed to be one of the new kings of comedy, that they approached him after Bernie passed and they wanted to take it back out, and he was supposed to be a new king of comedy, but he didn't want to go on the Kings of Comedy tour because of Steve Harvey's treatment of Bernie Mac. He has a lot of respect for Bernie Mac, and I love Bernie Mac. Y'all know Bernie Mac was a Who's the Man.
Bro, Bernie Mac was so fucking hilarious, dog. Like, I'm talking about, I would literally be in tears laughing. Same for Katt Williams. Like, Katt Williams used to always have me in tears laughing, bro. Like, because they weren't afraid to take it there. You know what I'm saying? They weren't afraid to press on that line. And in today's world, I always said, if Bernie Mac was still living, Bernie Mac would have been got canceled. Motherfuckers would have been trying to cancel his ass, bro. Cause I know Bernie Mac, he's not the type to back down. I don't give a fuck. Son of a bitches. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's not gonna back down. That's the type of demeanor that I got from Bernie Mac. And cancel culture would have been on his ass. I know they would have. Like, the shit that comedians were saying back then definitely would not fly in today's world. I promise you. Especially the him downstairs joke. Come on, son. Him downstairs. I said, who the fuck is him? I'm gonna walk your little sussy ass on upstairs. She gonna walk her little bow-legged ass.
When I tell you one dude that has never, ever, ever changed, y'all have heard me say this before, is Bernie Mac. Love Bernie Mac. And Bernie, the stuff that he said, Katt Williams said about Steve Harvey calling to try to get Bernie's role on Oceans, and that kind of stuff, Bernie told me out of his own mouth. And Bernie, I've known Bernie. Like I said, we did Who's the Man in like 91 to 92. The movie came out in 93. Okay? I met Bernie during the taping of Def Comedy Jam. And I went and said, we need Bernie Mac in this movie. Bernie Mac has never fronted on me. Bernie Mac has never lied to me. I believe Bernie Mac when he say Steve Harvey hated on him?
Being with me all the time. You know, she see my stuff, my new stuff, and all that kind of stuff. Especially when I do my single dates, and I'm trying to school her. You don't do your material around a lot of comedians. That's like stealing in front of the police. You don't do it. They mean well, but they sit on the side. Ooh, that's funny. Next thing you know, you see it on HBO or something. You be sitting at home. That shit mine, you know? But ain't nobody gonna believe you. First come, first serve. You know? So when you do new stuff, you never, I'm telling you, for you comics coming up, never bring your stuff out in front of a house full of comedians. You will never work a lot. Especially established comedians like myself, you'll never work a lot. I got too much pride. I can't take something that ain't mine. You know what I mean? I can't go up and say something ain't mine. The kick about going up there is making people laugh about something you wrote.
Fourth King, I got the offer.
Then what happened?
But I turned it down.
Why?
Because you shit on Bernie. And I know the truth. You think I'm gonna let you shit on Bernie and then come get me? I'm the next king? Fuck you. Why? Because the whole time Bernie was here, you was acting like you was funnier than him. The reason you was supposed to go last is because it was your tour. Tell the truth. It was Steve's tour. Not it was going to be called the Kings of Comedy. It was Steve's tour. These are the guys opening for him. Of course you got to close if it's your tour. That's why it was such a big deal. But you couldn't do it. Because you can't beat the best. And until you humble yourself, you will forever be kinged by the king. And because you finally did it, because you had no other choice, and now that he gone, you gonna act like he wanted to be a movie star. You stop it. You stop it. That man was funnier than all of y'all, and y'all thought y'all had one over on him. You thought he was black and ugly, and you were good looking.
It would never be another Bernie Mac, bro. But if they ever do a movie, I said this shit long before this shit started going viral. I promise you. Y'all can go back and look at my reactions before they even said this shit. When they first came out, dog. When they first came out, RDC World, Mark. I said this nigga look exactly like Bernie Mac. And he could be Bernie Mac in a movie. I'd be goddamn. The motherfucker went viral. Motherfucker went viral for looking like Bernie Mac, and they said they want to do a movie portraying Bernie Mac with him as playing Bernie Mac. I was like, oh my God, bro. I knew I should have made that post. I should have made a video about it.
He couldn't make it because you did. And that ain't the way comedy
There'll never
works.
be another motherfucker funny.
The king is the funniest. Period. Every time.
Every time.
And that's why no audience member was ever swayed. It didn't matter where Bernie went. You think if Bernie went first, he wasn't the king? Get out of here. Get out of here. Get your ego out of this.
Keep getting lots of contact about my thoughts on the
her name on TikTok
Katt
is Bernie's
interview on Club Shay Shay. The interview heard round the world.
She looks exactly like
and I don't know, my take is probably going to be really, really boring. Number one, I want people to keep in mind, my dad has been dead for 15 years, so I have not been that long. Fully immersed in the world of comedy. I don't know the ins and outs of that like that anymore because my end has been gone for 15 years. You know, I've got friends in the game, but we don't sit and talk about, you know, stuff like that. So I don't know Katt Williams. Never met him. That's one person I never did get to meet when my dad was alive. But from everything that I've ever heard my dad, you know, say, he's always seemed like a stand-up dude. So I have no qualms, no quarrels with him.
The fact that the audio is not matching up with the video is really pissing me off.
I thought the interview was hilarious, entertaining. That man dropped so many one-liners that I'm sure we are going to be wearing down to the ground in this year of our Lord 2024. But one of my biggest takeaways in watching people's responses was how people were kind of like, oh, that's kind of sad, like outside of being, you know, tickled by it. And I've seen people say stuff like, it's like watching, you know, your uncles go at it and you're like, oh, why can't we all just get along? Well, I mean, because everybody doesn't get along. Like, I think that's one of the misconceptions about comedians, and I guess it's due to the fact that what they do brings so much joy to others, that the perception, the expectation is that behind closed doors, everybody gets along, everybody it's love. And no, it's not. They've always been competitive. It's always been.
You hate to hear that shit, but it's true. Being in the public eye, they gotta pretend like they all like each other, but deep down, behind closed doors, none of them motherfuckers fuck with each other. Everybody hating on each other, and it's sad to say, but it's true. You see that a lot. Hell, you saw it in the New Edition group. Hell, Bobby Brown, fucking shit. Many of y'all probably won't know what the hell I'm talking about right here, but mindless behavior. It was all hatred behind closed doors. You know what I'm